strap on. And I got racks on. Spent 4 nights in the country I like, then take my rich ass back home. Glow so bright I can make moonlight see. This ain't like your pheromones. You want big gun baritone. Who want, we want your home.
I was like, where's the fucking money? Who's got my fucking money? How do I get money?
Somebody that I've physically seen with literally just his ability to create amazing systems and his ability to lead people, to build, you know, a team from, I think we just had like 6 people 8 months ago to now we have almost 100 people working in the company. It's credit to a lot of people, but he's obviously the, you know, the mastermind and kind of the spear at the end of the, you know, the stick, I guess, whatever. So he's done a lot of awesome stuff. I know it's a little bit of a different business, but business is business.
Before we start anything, as you guys know, I'm gonna treat you guys like you guys are my own team. Are you guys okay with that? If not, you can open the door, take a little walk for about an hour or less, and you'll be fine. But before we start anything, I want you guys to all get up, please. The more you scream, the better you're gonna feel. Trust me. Okay, maybe then you scream at your ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend, all right? I am successful. I am going to take over. I am going to win. And nothing will stop me. And the reason why I want you guys to scream loud, and a lot of times people don't understand this, okay, is that you gotta, when somebody walks into the room, especially when you guys walk into the room, people need to fucking feel you, all right? Now what we're gonna talk about today is very, very simple. I want you guys to be the #1 real estate office in fucking New York City. And I really fucking mean that from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. I know Ernst for a very long time, okay? And we actually went to high school together. Okay, he used to beat me up. Just kidding. Just kidding. Right? But I know George. Just recently we met last year. I just got a chance to meet Lou, who's an amazing, amazing individuals. Okay? And what I want you guys to know is that to build a successful real estate company, by the way, this is not their company. I hope you guys understand that. This is your company. In order to build a successful company, there are some things you have to change. Who's with me? Okay? And we're not going to change you're not going to just change our fucking shirts, change a couple of systems, get a couple of listings. It's not going to change like that. It's going to change with your mindset. So today I'm going to talk about a few things, okay? Let me just tell you, I'm going to put on the board. Now, for those of you that, who's ever met someone with ADD? Good, I'm one of them, okay? We're going to talk about a few things. Part-time, full-time, overtime, no time. Just kidding, right? We're going to talk about thought process. By the way, my handwriting, I got kicked out of, just a little background on myself. Who's ever been through more than one school? Okay, 2 schools, 3 schools, 4 schools, 5 schools, 6 schools, 7 schools, 8 schools, 9 schools, okay? I got kicked out of 8 schools. So if my handwriting is not good, because I got kicked out in English class, all right? But I was a crazy kid. I'm still crazy. But one thing I learned is that you don't have to be different. I mean, you don't have to be like anybody else. You just got to be you and be yourself. So compound effect, division, why, discipline, structure, and education. Okay? I'm also going to have Eric, Mr. Chris. As a matter of fact, you guys don't even know, he has more degrees than a thermometer. Okay? Who has degrees in here? Degree? Anybody got a college degree? Awesome. I don't have a degree. The only degree I know is this degree. You know what I'm talking about? Right? But he got a nice, what you got? Masters, what was that? Some PhD, schmhd, some shit. Right? I don't even know. Okay? But you guys have no idea who Eric really is. I mean, he had 180 agents underneath his wing that he built from 5 people. So this is not just some random guy that walked in here. Okay? So he's going to talk a little bit about some stuff as well. Because I want him to kind of talk, if that's okay with George. Okay? Because our whole goal today, listen, my goal today is to make you feel like shit for a little bit and then give you a fucking little kick in the ass to create some change for your life. Okay? Because who here came into this business of real estate to make some fucking real money? Okay? I don't think y'all want to be broke. Okay? Just to give you a little background on myself, I grew up in Queens. Anybody even from Queens? Awesome. Okay? I grew up in Queens in a 1-bedroom apartment. So for those of you that give out, you guys do rentals or no? No rentals? You guys do rentals? So imagine a 1-bedroom, pre-war building, 5 people in a 1-bedroom. And the reason why I tell you that, because it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters where you're trying to go. So I went, just a little background, right? 5 people, my mom, my dad, me, my 2 younger brothers, and the collective income of the whole household, they wouldn't qualify them for an apartment even, was $12,000 in the 1990s, which in today's day, how old are you, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
33.
33, okay? Which in today's day is $18,000 a year. Now, can any of you guys survive on $18,000 a year? It's kind of difficult. It's about $1,000 something a month, okay? But I don't know how my mom and my dad did it. They figured it out. I never really felt like we were hungry, never really worried about it, but I always wanted a fucking nice piece of steak. And I remember as a kid, like when we used to, I don't know if you guys had school buses. I mean, I went through a bunch of different schools, so different school buses. I used to run home, run into the building, and in the building it would smell so good. I was like, who knows what I'm talking about? You smell mama's food, you're like, yeah. And then sometimes I would open the door and it smelled like ass. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not my mom's food. I'm like, where's the food? And it was a neighbor upstairs. I'm like, shit, I want that steak. And as a kid, we used to have steak every couple of months, and that was like my favorite thing. Mommy's making steak and putting the thing. So for me, I didn't grow up in this upper mobile, middle class, average lifestyle. Who's been to Disneyland? Okay? I've never been to Disneyland. I don't even know what Disneyland is. Okay? Now, so who's never been to Disneyland? So you understand, you can relate a little bit, right? Everyone has different spectrums. It doesn't matter where you come from, it matters where you're trying to go. So I always said as a young kid, I always wanted to be successful. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to make my own money, have control. But the one thing that I had a problem with was throughout my whole life from 0 to 19, I was kicked out of almost every single school. I had to literally, I got kicked out of almost every single school for crazy things. I'm not going to go through the stories today, but I just want you guys to have a little idea of where I come from so you can say, listen, if Michael can fucking become a little bit successful, a little bit, I don't even think I'm successful, but a little bit, then you guys can definitely kick ass. You have no idea what you guys are made up of, okay? So from 0 to 19, I went through foster care, I went through all kinds of problems. 19 years old, my life changed. I'm 27 years old right now, and at 19, I met a coach, a mentor, a guy like a George, a guy like a Lou, who decided to mentor me. Now, for those of you that have a coach right now outside of George or Lou, raise your hand, please. Okay? This is the problem that most people have. They don't have someone guiding them. Right? Usually when you're 16, 17, 18, the streets guide you. Okay? Now for me, lucky I didn't get into drugs, I didn't get involved in gangs, but that was kind of the route I was kind of going with if I hung out with the guys that I used to hang out with. So, 19 years old, I made a decision. I'm not doing this shit. I'm sleeping in my car, I was crying, it was snowing that week, I was like, you know what? There's no fucking way I'm gonna live this for the rest of my life. There's gotta be a way where I can change my life. And I met a guy named Corey Lightus who changed my fucking life. Turned me, he has 7 kids like you, it was crazy. He took me under his wing and said, if you shut up and listen, you'll be successful. So I said what? My big mouth said, "Ooh." He said, shut up. Okay? And I started to listen. I got involved in a multi-level marketing business. And throughout those years, I was banging my head against this fucking nice, beautiful brick wall. And it started to hurt. I was like, shit, there's no success. Year after year, there's not a lot of traction going on. Because I was hard-headed, because I thought I knew it all. And I didn't know shit. And then I started to get real coaching. And then things started to get progressed. And I started to go into door to door. And I said, who knows anybody that knocked on your door selling like that? Anybody? Okay, if someone knocked on yours, it's probably me. Okay, now it's probably my guys. Okay? But that's how I started. I started by knocking on doors. Now for some of you guys are a little bit professionals. Who knocks on doors here? Okay, why not? That's my question. Are you holier than water? Well, what's wrong with knocking on some doors? Why not get a couple? You know how many listings I found? I would have been fucking rich if I knew this shit. If I would have known this shit, I would have given out to a real estate broker. You know how many people have knocked on doors and said, oh yeah, I'm selling my house. I'm moving. I'm buying a house. I could have taken that lead, given it to a real estate broker, I would have made mad money. You know how many fucking people? This is the area I worked in. Glendale, Middle Village, Ridgewood. This was my area. American, middle class, average, mediocre, yeah.
Is the reaction of the person opening the door, you don't know what to expect.
Great.
How to deal with it.
I'll tell you why. The reason why is because there's no structure. No structure, causes chaos. And chaos causes complexity. Make sense? So you have to have a structure. I had a structure of how to say it, what to say. If somebody tells me I'm busy, I understand, sir, that you're busy. The fact that you're busy, that wouldn't hold you back for giving me 2 minutes, would it, sir? Exactly. What are you doing right now? You selling your house? So what did I just do? Okay, great. You got to learn to overcome those bullshit objections. You got to learn how to deal with a customer. And there's 3 things you guys need to do when you're actually dealing with people, which is what we're going to get into in a second. But number 1 is your enthusiasm. When you walk into, the reason why I say door to door, because A lot of you guys, number one, from what I know, in the real estate industry, people are part-time, half-time, and no time. Is that correct or incorrect? Okay? I'm just telling you right now, you're not going to become successful. I will not fib to you. I will not lie to you. Treat this like a hobby. It'll pay you like a fucking hobby. Treat this shit like it's your fucking life or death. It'll pay you life or death. It's up to you guys. You got to make that decision. So, if you don't mind me asking, who's 100% all in, full-time committed to this thing? Okay? 4.5 hands in a room of 10. 5. Okay? And the reason why I say it's not going to work is because you guys are supposed to be a fucking team. Okay? I'm going to tell you, listen, are you guys okay with me speaking the truth? Yeah. Is it okay? I'm telling you, I took a fucking small team of 5-6 people and we turned into 100 fucking strong. We're going to go 200 by the end of the year because we learned some things. Not because I'm so amazing, because I'm not, trust me. I got amazing people around me like Eric. I got amazing people around me like a Tony. Does that make sense? And when you have amazing people around you, it changes everything. Makes you look good a little bit, but it's not really me. Okay? So, 3 things you need to do when you're actually talking to people. Number 1, enthusiastic as hell. Most people, when you knock on their door or you get to the lead or you're showing a listing or you're trying to get a close, they're dead. And nobody wants to do business with a dead person. I'm sorry. If they want dead people, there's a graveyard down there. A lot of dead people, okay? You need to be enthusiastic as hell. That doesn't mean, hey, listen, I know I'm extroverted, introverted, this nonsense bullshit your mom and dad fed you. But I'm not talking about going crazy fanatical, loose like the goose. I'm talking about bottled enthusiasm. Like, you got to be upbeat. You could be professional and still upbeat. People need to know you're going somewhere. If they have no idea where you're going, they ain't going to go with you. And before you even know how to take them to go somewhere, you got to know where what? Where you're going. Which leads me into this. Knowing your fucking why, which you're going to get in a second. The next thing is authoritative figure. Okay? Who knows my man Jordan Belfort? Anybody know Jordan? Jordan Belfort talks about this. I took it like a T. I'm like, oh, heard a little nugget. Write it down. Authoritative figure. People want to be led, guys. People want to be led by other people that are stronger than them, that are better than them, that are faster than them, that are smarter than them. For example, when you go to the doctor and the doctor says, bend down, I got to check your... You're going to say what? Okay. You won't question that. Why? Because he's a professional. He's an authoritative figure. He says, bend down. Let me check your prostate for those of you guys that know what I'm talking about. Okay? But you do what the doctor tells you what to do. Why? Because he has the authoritative figure. So when someone knocks on you, or when you knock on a door, you want to have that authoritative figure. And if they feel that presence off you, they're going to say, wow, this fucking guy's different. Because most of the brokers I meet are fucking lousy, unaccountable. They show up, they don't show up. They're half in, half out. One day they pick up the phone call, one day they don't. Some people, you know what some people do? They say, oh, it's a customer calling. I'll call him back. I don't want to show him that I'm desperate. What? Listen, what's going on, sir? How you going? How you doing today? You gotta be there for them. You gotta show that authoritative. I'm there for you. I am the boss. I'm gonna get you to the promised land. And what is the promised land in real estate? Get them their fucking new house or get them the fuck out of that house. Whatever it may be. Your job is to be their fucking slave. Serve them. Take care of them. Do the opposite of what all the brokers in this fucking place do. What's your competition here? Whoever the fuck it may be, I know there's 100 of them. It's 1,000 of them. I saw this the other day. 1,000 fucking competition. You want to be different? You want to change this whole industry? You got to be different. You got to change. And the third thing, enthusiastic as hell, authoritative figure, and sharp as a fucking tack, which you guys, I don't think have a problem. Usually in other industries, they don't want to, they don't want to look sharp. They dress like they're fucking bums. Like, you guys look fucking professional. It's awesome. Maybe George forced you guys today. I don't know. Right? You got to wear a tie today. Right? But looking the part, which I don't see the real estate industry have an issue with, but some industries they do. Imagine going to the gym and the guy's wearing a suit, the trainer. How would you feel? You're like, the fuck this guy wearing a suit? By the way, if I curse, please forgive me. Talk to your local pastor. Okay, I'm sorry. Right? But let me ask you, you guys want to talk about? In this business, this is professional. That's awesome. You want to be sharp as a tack. You need to be on your A game. Now, you don't have to know everything, but you got to be on top. For example, the customer asks you something. Hey, how much is this percentage on the mortgage or whatever? I don't know. Whatever you guys, they ask questions. You say, if you don't know, they'll say, oh, I know. Say, you know what? It's a great question. Let me ask my fucking manager. Let me ask my broker. I'll give you that detail as soon as possible. He's going to respect you because you didn't bullshit him. But you're sharp. You don't have to make up stories. How much is the percentage of, I don't know, whatever they ask you? Don't say some bullshit. Say, listen, sir, it's a great question. It's one of the best questions I had this week. You're a really smart guy. I'm going to get back to you in the next 12 minutes. Let me ask my fucking broker. Oh, sir, I got a question. Okay? You don't have to be the guy that knows it all. As a matter of fact, I learned this from Henry Ford. I read an article a long time ago, read it in a book. They asked Henry Ford about this question, that question, this question, that question. And he said, listen, stop with these fucking bullshit questions. You want these questions answered? Ask my engineering team. I have no idea. They're like, who the fuck are you then? He's like, I just hire people to do things for me to answer all the questions that are factual. Everything else, I have no idea. I only want to know about leading this company. That's it. You want to talk about engineer this button, that button? I don't know. You don't have to know it all, man. You guys have a good team. You guys have an amazing team from what I hear. And you guys look all sharp. Most of you are good looking, just kidding, right? All of you, all right? My point is this. You got to be enthusiastic as hell. You got to have an authoritative figure and sharp as a tack, which answers your question. So they're not going to say no to me on the door. I guarantee you. As a matter of fact, it's fun. How many brokers are knocking on doors?
Not many.
Very, very little.
Very, very few. Who gets the freshest leads? Person who actually gets the first contact with the individual or second contact, right? So you guys are leads. Lou, we have any leads? Now you can use the internet, use internet-based, you can do a lot of different things, but if you have no money, go knock on some fucking doors. It doesn't cost you $1. But before you knock on doors, you might say, well, Michael, I'm working a full-time job. All right, you're gonna get part-time results. You're not gonna get the lot that you want. Why are you guys in real estate? Who can tell me why they're in real estate? Anybody. Don't worry, you're not gonna get butchered. Thank you, I appreciate you.
To be able to give me the means to do what I want to do with myself in the future.
Good. If you don't mind me asking, why do you want that? What does that mean to you?
Because I'm tired of being broke.
Okay, what does that mean, tired of being broke? I'm going to keep digging if you don't mind. If it hurts, let me know.
I want to be able to supply for my kids and for myself and be able to do what I want to do.
Do you have kids right now? 2 kids.
Yeah.
So when you think about your kids, what is it that gets you emotional about your kids, that you want to take care of them?
The place that they're living at right now.
So the lifestyle they have right now is not the best. So how would you, what is it you want to do to change that for them? Like what is that thing you want to change for them? The most immediate thing.
Well, I had to get myself, you know, good enough to actually have my own place to take them to.
Awesome. That's the promised land for you right now. Okay? This is where you're at right now. How are you going to get there?
Work hard.
Work hard. You know, everybody's working hard. The guy in the fucking butcher shop sitting there cutting meat for 3 hours, he thinks he's working hard. That's working hard. A ditch digger, or not too far away, he's working hard. What does that mean, work hard? What does that mean to you? You don't mind, right? I'm telling you, I'm going to help.
To build on myself and to build on my success.
What does that mean? Be specific. What is it that you have to do to get you here? That is all general stuff, I know. But what is that one thing that you need to do? 2 things, 3 things. What are some things that you need to do right now to get you to this promised land? They're going to get you there as soon as possible. Because who would ever heard of get rich quick? You ever heard of that? You can't get rich quick? That's a whole load of bullshit. You could get rich quick. Just do shit faster than what you've been doing. I don't know why people think you got to get rich very slow and bro. You can get rich quick, guys, if you do it fucking faster than everybody else. What is the shortcut? The shortcut is doing the work the right way. So what is it that you got to do to get you to this fucking place as fast as possible? Because I don't think you want to wait 20 years to change that for your family. So what is it?
I need to generate a better income and find multiple sources of income.
Okay, that's going to help. But right now, in the real estate game, what can you do? Since we're going to talk about real estate.
Well, first off, get my license.
Oh, is that your son?
Yes.
Oh, I had no idea. I picked. You said license because he said my son's getting a license. Good. I'm gonna pick on you a little bit. Get your license.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25 years young. That's awesome. Okay. So right now, what you need to do is get a fucking license so you can do what?
Make money.
Whatever the next step is, whatever dad says, hey, do this, that. Now you have time, part-time?
Well, right now I'm full-time on my classes.
Full-time at classes? So that's the real estate classes or that? Okay, so but after that, you're full-time or you're half-time? Part-time? No time?
I'm going to be full-time, but the thing is I'm also going to have other ways that I'm going to
To make a little bit of cash. Yeah. Okay, now listen, I don't know how the real estate game works. From what I know, you can make a lot of money very quickly and a lot of money very, very slowly as well. Is that correct or incorrect? Yes. Can you make money fast in this business?
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay? You don't have to be a genius, but you have to figure out what are those things that are going to get me to that next level. Now, I don't know what those things are because I'm not a real estate professional, but George and Lou can give you those details and say, this is what you need to do. These are the action steps. Now, do you have those action steps provided for these guys?
Yes.
I'm assuming they do. Yes. Now, how many of you guys looked at those action steps and say, you know what? This is the study guide. This is what I got to do. Who's done that? Awesome. But you see my point? Let me ask you a question. How the fuck are we going to be the #1 real estate agency in fucking Queens and then New York if half hands go up, full hands go, it's like uneven. You ever seen a military, like a drill or whatever? Everybody's in unison together as one fucking team. That's the way it's got to be. Otherwise, there's no culture. There's no structure. There's no nothing. You're not going to grow. One guy doing his own thing. This guy shows up when he wants to. Everybody does whatever they want. It doesn't work, guys. You have to come together as a team. And how do you do that? You spend time with each other. Not once a week. My opinion, you should be seeing each other's beautiful faces every fucking day. I don't know if you guys do that, but that's what we do in my company. Every motherfucking day, I want to see your beautiful face. Every day. It's ugly. Fuck it. Look at my fucking ugly face every day. You're gonna get used to it. Why? Because I want to create an environment that's conducive for a new guy that wants to get his fucking license. He comes in, he's like, wow, shit. It's a fucking crazy environment, bro. I want to do this. Because his dream is fucking on a fucking piece of thread right now. Can he get this done with this opportunity? This is just the vehicle, guys. Real estate is just a vehicle. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, my question to you is this. What are some of those action steps that you guys got to do? Don't tell me right now, but write it down for yourself and say, okay, this is what I got to do. This is what I got to stay away from. Like in my industry, in door-to-door, knocking on doors is not going to get you money. Their job is a little bit different than what you guys do, but it's very similar. It's still fucking sales. And if you're not going to study your game, you're going to study what you need to study. Now, do you guys have tools for them or no? You have tools. Yeah. Is it free or you guys got to pay for it? It's free?
Free.
I would charge them a fucking $1,000 a month. Just kidding. Just kidding. But if it's free, utilize it. I spent thousands of dollars on my own education before I made money because I knew that was the most important thing for me to do. Okay? Who knows about Grant Cardone? Okay? I bought every single fucking book, program, audio book from this fucking guy. I spent thousands. I probably gave him like $50,000 altogether. Why? Because I knew when I was 23 years old, I started doing door-to-door. I knew if I study this fucking guy, if he's fucking bullshitting me, at least I'll get half of the shit. Half. If I get a quarter of what he says, it'll fucking work. And you know what's crazy? I surprised myself, and a lot of the shit that he said, I implemented, and it fucking worked. So my thing is this. Education is fucking key. Studying is key. Real estate right now is awesome. Getting your license is awesome. You're studying, you're growing, you're learning the process, how to sell a house, the closing process, the inside process, whatever it is.